Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Izzati binti Redzuan. I will present my thesis report entitled The Effect of Cash Management on Firm Performance in Malaysia. In 2020, Prime Minister of Malaysia has announced that Malaysia loses around 2.4 billion ringgit every day during MCO. 66% business experience drastic decline in demand that lead to unemployment rate increase. Then, many firms need to stop their operation. Therefore, in order to survive in this unexpected situation, business entity in Malaysia need to have a good management in every aspect, especially in cash management. The objective of this study is first to evaluate the effect of cash management on firm performance of company listed under main market of Bursa Malaysia by using cash conversion cycle and current ratio. Next is to find out the most effective cash management to improve firm performance of company listed under main market of Bursa Malaysia. This study used data from 15 companies from 3 different sectors, which are construction, plantation, and transportation and logistics. All of the company is listed under main market in Bursa Malaysia. The data is collected from financial statement of company ended on 30 June. The period of the study is for 5 years from 2015 to 2019, and the method used is the secondary data using panel data method and regress by using data software. The problem that arises in this study is that business entities in Malaysia are facing fierce competition. Many businesses need to stop their operation during MCO, then some of them move to different alternatives in order to survive in this pandemic. For transportation and logistics sector, the problem that arises in this sector is that increasing in fuel price will increase the transportation cost. Firm lack in digital culture also affect the firm in this sector. Next, plantation. Rainforest destruction lead to shortage of payload in Malaysia. Therefore, many investors turn to West Africa because there is more production of palm oil in that area. Therefore, it affects the plantation sector in Malaysia. In construction sector, the delay of project increase the cost of project, and also the rising cost of material also can affect the construction sector in Malaysia. Literature review for cash management. The methodology that we'll be using in this study was divided into 4 sections, which are variables, pattern model regression and analysis, diagnostic check, and inferential analysis. The dependent variable that is used in this study is ROA, which is return on asset, and the independent variable are CCC, cash conversion cycle, current ratio, and debt ratio. There are 3 models that will be used in this study. The first model is used to study the effect of CCC, current ratio, and debt ratio on ROA, while the second and third model will be used to determine whether CCC or current ratio give more impact on firm performance. And this is the 3 model that will be used in this study. There are 5 analyses in panel model data, which are pool LS, Fick effect, random effect, LM test, and Hausman test. Before proceed with model regression, it is important to check that the model is free from multicollinearity, autocorrelation, and heteroscedasticity. There are three tests under inferential analysis, which are R-square, F-test, and hypothesis testing. R-square is used to explain how many percentage of the variation in dependent variable is caused by independent variable, while F-test is used to see the jointly impact of independent variable, whether it has significant impact or not on dependent variable. The study will be using significant level 1%, 5%, and 10%. Hypothesis testing will be used the significant level in this paper 99%, 95%, and 90%. The first hypothesis testing is there is no significant effect between CCC and firm performance. Second, there is no significant effect between current ratio and firm performance. And third, there is no significant effect between debt ratio and firm performance. Descriptive analysis result. The mean for ROA is 0.47%, indicate that on average, firms were not able to make maximum use of its asset to produce more profit as the mean value is low. Next, the cash conversion cycle has mean value of 264 days, indicate that the firm in the study are considered as large firm because all the firm is in main market of Bursa Malaysia. Hence, the long time taken for the firm to convert their inventory into cash is because they lengthen the time taken to pay its account payable and use it for investment to gain more profit, as mentioned by Izzati 2017. The current ratio has a mean value higher than 1, which is 1.04, indicate that the firm can maintain its solvency of the firm in the short term. Furthermore, the debt ratio with mean value 0.92 show that the firm were financed by its liabilities. So now let's proceed with the Pearson correlation. So the result for Pearson correlation and VIF shows that CCC has strong and positive correlation on ROA with coefficient 0.3844. Current ratio also have positive correlation on ROA with coefficient 0.1607, while debt ratio has positive but weak correlation on ROA with coefficient 0.0955. So here we can see that all the coefficient of the independent variable does not show serious correlation between them. And the result for VIF also show there is no multicollinearity effect because VIF below than 5 indicate that there is no serious multicollinearity in this model. Thus, all the independent variable can be included in the regression. So this is the model 1. The model is used to study the relationship between CCC, current ratio, and debt ratio on ROA. The LM test show that the p-value is less than 0.05, therefore, random effect is more suitable than pooled OLS. And the Hausman test also show that the p-value is less than 0.05, therefore, Fick effect is more suitable than random effect. Next, proceed with the diagnostics check. The modified Wald test show that the p-value is less than 0.05, therefore, there is no heteroscedasticity detected. The Woodridge test show that the p-value is greater than 0.05. Therefore, there is no autocorrelation in this model. The Pesarin-CD test show that the p-value is greater than 0.05. Therefore, there is no cross-sectional dependence in this model. So since the Fick effect model has heteroscedasticity, hence generalized least square (GLS) is used to fit the model. So here we can see that CCC has positive effect on firm performance. This result is agreed with result found by Moss and Stein 1993. We can also see that CCC has significant effect on firm performance in Malaysia. Therefore, hypothesis 1 is rejected. 1 unit increase in CCC will increase the firm performance in Malaysia by 0.000538. CCC of large firm in Malaysia has positive and significant impact on ROA. Therefore, large amount of inventory in firm will increase CCC that leads to increase in ROA. Next, the relationship between current and ROA. Current ratio has positive and significant effect on firm performance in Malaysia. Therefore, hypothesis 2 is also rejected. 1 unit increase in current ratio will increase firm performance in Malaysia by 0.475882. The result is supported by Muhammad 2018. Next, for the relationship between debt ratio and ROA, here we can see that debt ratio has positive effect on firm performance. The result is supported by Umar and Osman, but debt ratio has insignificant effect on firm performance in Malaysia. Therefore, hypothesis 3 is accepted. Debt ratio does not include as variable that explain the ROA. Let's proceed with the model 2. This model is used to study the relationship between CCC and debt ratio on ROA. The first test is the LM test, show that the p-value is less than 0.05. Therefore, random effect is more suitable for this model than full OAS. The Hausman test show that Fick effect is more suitable than random effect for this model. For diagnostic check, the Woodridge test show that the p-value is greater than 0.05. Therefore, no autocorrelation detected in this model. Modified Wald test show that there is heteroscedasticity detected in this model with p-value less than 0.05. Lastly, the Passaran CD test show that the p-value is greater than 0.05, thus no cross-sectional dependence in this model. Proceed with model 3. This model is used to study the relationship between current ratio and debt ratio on ROA. For this model, random effect is more suitable to be used with p-value greater than 0.05 for the Hausman test. The Passaran CD show that the p-value is less than 0.05, therefore cross-sectional dependence is detected in this model. Wald test and Woodridge test also show that this model has heteroscedasticity and autocorrelation with p-value less than 0.05. Now, let's look at the comparison for Model 2 and Model 3. Model 2 used GLS because to fit the heteroscedasticity, and Model 3 also used GLS to fit the heteroscedasticity, autocorrelation, and cross-sectional dependence. Both models are regressed to see whether CCC or current ratio as cash management is the best measure to explain firm performance in Malaysia. According to GLS in Model 2, CCC gives more influence in describing the firm performance with p-value significant at 1% level, while current ratio in GLS Model 3 is significant at 5% level. The result for CCC in GLS Model 1 and GLS Model 2 is significant at the same level. Result for FTEF in GLS Model 2 is significant at 1% level, while FTEST for Model 3 significant at 10% level. FTEST is used to see the impact of joint significant variable on dependent variable, whether it is significant or not. Thus, based on the FTEST and significance of each variable in each model, thus, CCC as cash management is the best variable to describe the effect on firm performance. Based on Model 1, 2, and 3, both objectives are achieved in this study. Based on Model 1, the study concludes that CCC and current ratio has positive and significant impact on firm performance in Malaysia. Meanwhile, debt ratio does not give influence for firm performance in Malaysia. Based on Model 2 and 3, the study concludes that CCC is the best variable to describe the effect of cash management on firm performance in Malaysia. However, the result in this study is only relevant to the sector involved in this study, which are construction, plantation, and transportation and logistics. Therefore, different sectors might have different results. That's all for me. Thank you for watching.